And the Peranakan Museum is reopening this Friday with a stronger focus on the community's diversity. Over 800 objects showcase the range of influences to its culture over the centuries.
Sherry Look was among the first to step back in after 4 long years of renovation.
A marriage of multiple cultures as this Chinese groom weds his Nyonya bride, dressed in European clothing. Later, he sold Indian-style jewelry to Peranakan customers. These unassuming photographs may not be among the Peranakan Museum's most eye-catching treasures, but they aptly reflect its refreshed ethos.
I hope visitors will get a richer and more complex and nuanced sense of what Peranakan means. There are many Peranakan communities, not just the Peranakan Chinese, and also the roots of Peranakan are so varied. It's not just Chinese, Indian, Malay, but also Portuguese, Dutch, Japanese, etc.
Still, this showcase of diversity is a work in progress. The museum currently has more objects showcasing Chinese Peranakan culture, but it's trying to expand its collection.
Sometimes the challenge is that all of these objects are precious to the families and they are still used, as a living tradition or as part of a custom and practice. So it's, a little difficult or very dear to them, so they can't really part with it to be on display in the museum for, say, a year or 2 years.
Apart from artifacts, technology has been roped in too. Here, visitors can learn more about Peranakan communities in Southeast Asia using this interactive map. So for instance, if I want to know more about how trade brought them to the region, all I have to do is click on this button, and the video of their history will start playing on the screen. From the past to the present, after all this time, Peranakan culture is still evolving, reinterpreted in contemporary ways, like the Kebaya fashion show taking place on the museum's opening weekend. And that's not all.
We may want to do some workshops with our youth to see how can they interpret designs on the current kebayas that they want.
All ways to keep the culture alive. Even as Singapore works with its neighbours to nominate the Kebaya to the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List.